How's it going, guys? My name is DJP, and today we're back in another MyNBA rebuild. This time we're going to be doing an expansion team rebuild. So we're going to do two of these. The first one we're going to do is a team in the Eastern Conference, and then we'll do a team in the Western Conference. So I'll start with the Eastern Conference today. I don't know exactly which team I'll be. That really doesn't matter, but what's going to happen is there's going to be some kind of, I don't remember the name of it, but a protection player draft, so to speak. So I'll set those options up. We'll go to that draft. The Eastern Conference team and the Western Conference team. Obviously, I'll be the East team this time around. So we'll have a league expansion of 32 teams, 16 in each conference. So I'll set that up. But yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if not subscribed already, comment down below some more future videos, as well as checking out my description, which has a playlist containing my NBA and my WNBA content, and also my Twitch or Discord. Now let's get on into the video. Alright, so I added two teams. We're just going to do the Northwest Division. We're going to give Vancouver a team. And then we're just going to do the Virginia Storm. So we'll be the Virginia Storm. In terms of setup, most of it's going to be the same. There is going to be a draft. So, yeah, an expansion draft. Exactly. So we're going to keep it at 8 players. I think that's fair. We could do 7. We could do 9. But I think we'll just keep it on 8. Other than that, these rules are okay. Negotiated contracts, we're not going to switch any of those. Trades, I'm going to turn these off just because I don't want to have to deal with them. Like I said, I'm testing out new sliders for future rebuilds where I kind of go through all the NBA teams again. Starting sometime in January, and then, yeah, everything else here is kind of just going to be pretty much the same as it was before, and I'm just going to turn off injuries or turn down injuries and just set the rest of the sliders up. So I'll see you guys at the expansion draft. We were at the expansion draft, so the Ravens are going to get to pick first, and they pick... What? Why is Devin Booker... On what planet is Devin Booker not protected by the Phoenix Suns? Are you serious? How did Devin Booker... That's BS. Dude, I didn't touch anything. But, like, Devin Booker seriously just got picked. I've never seen this before in my entire life. Well, I'm going to look to see if there's any, like, good young guys, because I would never have predicted that Devin Booker would have been here. Danny Avdija's here. We could pick him. He's a nice little young guy to have. He'd be a nice little rookie. Of course, I'm sure some of my other boys are here, like, the homie, Alexei Pokushevsky. Is he not here? He may not even be here. Wow. Taylor Horton-Tucker's here, which is he's a nice player. But I think I'm going to take Danny Avdija. And then I'm just going to take another player. I'm probably just going to take Carmelo just because he's cheap. And he's a nice veteran to have so he can come to Virginia. I'm going to pick up Robert Williams. He could be our center. And then as our next position... I mean, I could take best available. I think I'll just take Mike Conley just because he's here. And he's on a 1-year deal. And unless there's a player option with him, I might look to trade him, but I'm not really sure. No, there isn't. So I'll just pick him up. Might as well for 1 year. I'm going to pick up Bogdanovic. And then I'm also going to pick up... my drafted players. Does it not give me a team? That's really annoying. I was going to pick up... Let's pick up Jakob Poeltl. He could be a nice little center to have on our team. I'm going to pick up Tim Hardaway Jr. And I'm also going to get Otto Porter as well. Both of them are kind of like on expiring deals. And, you know, they make our team a little bit decent. This might surprise people. We're going to go with Jahlil Okafor. And then we're also going to go with... I don't know who we have. Could go with Amari Spellman. We just picked him. Let's go with Thon Maker. We can make him a power forward, possibly. Right, I'm going to pick up Chris Clemens. as a point guard. And then we also need a... So we have... How many centers do we have? We have 4 centers right now, but technically we have 3 because I'm going to make one of them a power forward. I'm probably going to make Thon Maker that power forward. We have 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards. So I'm going to probably take another guard. So shooting guards. Are there any like decent young shooting guards? Talen Horton-Tucker. Could take Emmanuel Quickly as well. I might look to take him, but I'm going to take Talen Horton-Tucker. He's a pretty good player, according to LeBron. And actually, since he's there, I'm probably just going to take Emmanuel Quickly. Just because he's a nice young guy to have. And then I'm also going to take a small forward. We could take Kyle Anderson for 2 years, and if we could flip him in the offseason, I'm cool with that. All right, so looking at our team, we have Mike Conley, Carmelo Anthony, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Tim Hardaway Jr., Otto Porter, Robert Williams, Jakob Poeltl, Jahlil Okafor, Danny Avdija, Kyle Anderson, Thon Maker, Chris Clemens, Talen Horton-Tucker, Daniel Quickly, which is decent. I'm going to edit, like I said I was going to edit Thon Maker and make him a power forward, and then see, hopefully his overall will go up. And I think it did. Yeah, to a 77. So, that's pretty good. In terms of positions, we almost have 3 of every... We have 2 point guards, 4 shooting guards, 3 small forwards, 2 power forwards. So I might look to sign just another player in free agency. And I'm not going to make any trades until the trade deadline. I could sign Earl Jenkins, but I'm not going to do that just because he's not real. So I'm just going to negotiate a contract instead. And even I can't afford him. So with someone else, like another power forward, Rex Holland. I don't know who he is. Scalabissiere. Could do Scalabissiere if we can afford him. He doesn't want to come here. I'm just trying to get a power forward. Chandler Parsons on a minimum. Cool. We'll do that. I don't care. He's not really getting many minutes anyway. In terms of coach game plan, that's our starting lineup. Mike Conley, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Kyle Anderson, Carmelo Anthony, and Jakob Poeltl, with Tim Hardaway Jr., Otto Porter, Thon Maker, and Robert Williams coming off the bench. I guess Jahlil Okafor is also getting minutes. We could run a 9-man. Who is our coach, by the way? Just by curiosity. Chester Hodges. Yeah, we're not very not a very good coach, or not a very efficient system, at least for our players. A bunch of mismatched players, but 2.5 star. Yeah, we're not going to be very good. I don't expect this to be good. We do have obviously our pick this year, which I'm not going to trade. We have some future picks which we could entertain training. Maybe at the deadline or in the offseason. Maybe a couple players that are on expiring deals. If we're really bad, to just get some young guys and more picks, that'd be kind of cool. But we're just going to simulate now, see how we do, and I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. All right, so we're at the trade deadline. We're 21-33. I expect this to not be that great. So there's a couple things I'm going to do. I want to take a look at our stats. So Chris Clemens is my leading scorer. That's interesting. He's averaging 18, practically. He's also annoyed, but I do have him on a team option, so I'm just going to deal with it. I don't know why he's annoyed, but he is. Probably because he's not starting. But he's probably going to end up becoming a starter, since I'm going to probably flip Mike Conley. Tim Hardaway's hurt, which is a bit annoying. I did adjust the injuries slightly, but not as much as I did last time, where like almost no one was really getting injured. But it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. But, you know, when you have 8 guys averaging double figures, I mean, that's pretty good. But overall, though, this is not exactly the most ideal situation. But we are going to make some trades because I do want to get rid of some of these guys for future picks and some draft capital, especially the veterans like Mike Conley, Carmelo. So yeah, I'm going to look for some moves, see if I can get some picks, and I'll show you guys those moves. This move with the Thunder is interesting. We can give them Mike Conley. We get Trevor Ariza back, who's another expiring deal. Not going to get much for him possibly, but we could also flip him as well. We do get a 2022 first-round pick from the Suns. Top 10 protected, but the Suns also don't have Devin Booker, so I imagine they'll be slightly worse. And they could lose Chris Paul, and he's going to decline anyway, even if he doesn't decline his player option. He's just going to decline in skill because he's old, so we're going to do that deal. All right, I'm not opposed to doing this deal. I think I'll do this deal. Mitchell Robinson is on a team option. We'll trade a future first-round pick in 2025. We're not going to go until 2025. And Otto Porter and Carmelo Anthony. We also get Alfred Payton back, which is not too bad. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson, he's a nice center to have. Assuming he doesn't get too pissed. I'm going to do this deal with the Heat, I think. We're going to get Precious Achiuwa and Kelly Olynyk, who's expiring. For Chandler Parsons, Jakob Poeltl, and Robert Williams. Since these guys aren't really going to get much minutes, or they're kind of complaining, we're just going to get Kelly Olynyk. And Precious could be like another power forward that we have that we could develop possibly, or maybe make him a small forward. I don't really know, but he's a nice young guy to have on the squad. All right, so this is our new rotation. We're going to go with Alfred Payton, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Kyle Anderson, Precious Achiuwa, and Mitchell Robinson with Denny Avdija, Joel Okafor, Kelly Olynyk, and Thon Maker off the bench, and Trevor Ariza, I guess. So decent, not too great, but this is the team we're just going to rock with, and hopefully we get another high pick, or just a high pick, and I'll see you guys in the offseason. Alright, so this is interesting. I've never seen this before. Damian Lillard was the MVP. I've never seen that before. It's the first time I've seen it in this game. A good experiment I'm going to do this is simulate 100 seasons or 100 iterations and see what the frequency is of each reward after the first season. We're going to do that as a future idea. I already spoke it into existence. So be on the lookout for that. All right. So yeah, Damian Lillard was the MVP. Rookie of the Year, James Wiseman. Sixth Man of the Year, Chris Boucher. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Most Improved, or Defense Player of the Year. Most Improved Player, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Ooh, he's on our team. So he had a good season, put up nearly 16, 3 and 3.5, or 2 points every rebound, 5 assists. Decent efficiency from, okay, 43 from the field, 35.5 from the 3. Only 69 from the line, though, which is kind of interesting, but I also don't know how he was most improved. He really didn't improve that much, but whatever. Steve Nash, Coach of the Year, and then Michael Meyer was the Executive of the Year. He should only be first team, only be second, and only be third. We don't have any Virginia Storm on here. It wouldn't be shocking. Besides all rookie first team, Precious had a fantastic season, actually, putting up 16.4 points, 7.4 rebounds, 1.2 steals, and 1.3 blocks. So, yeah, he had a great season. And then all rookie second team, we also have Danny Avdija averaging about 12, 5, and 4 on pretty good splits. So, we were 34 and 48. So, like I said, we weren't that great, which is fine. It's to be expected. We'll have a nice high draft pick. Here are the stats for everyone else. This is the entire team, if you guys are curious. And, wow, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys average double figures. But that's a little bit misleading since some of those guys didn't get minutes. So, I'm just going to simulate see who wins. I'm not going to move my camera angle until next year, hopefully, or if we make the playoffs. Lakers beat the Nets in the finals, 7 games. LeBron James finals MVP. Let's go on to the offseason, and we're going to make some moves. There are 2 offers that I'm considering here. Either this offer with the Thunder, where we can get the #1 pick in Al Horford, who I'm just going to flip. We also have to give a pick 2, or... Oh, this offer is kind of decent, too. Brandon Ingram and Kyrie Lewis Jr., that's a good offer as well. But I was more looking at this offer right here. Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. And we have to trade another pick. I think I'm going to just trade for the #1 pick and Al Horford and then just flip Al Horford. That way, we can just have some free cap. I'll do this deal with the Knicks. We'll give up Al Horford and 2 second-round picks for pick 27 this year and a future first, top 3 protected from the Knicks. And we clear up cap. So I'm cool with that, honestly. In terms of the draft, I'm probably just going to take Cade Cunningham. So Cade Cunningham, he's the #1 player in this draft, so I'm going to pick him. And then for pick 27, I don't really care who's here. I mean, I'll pick whoever's available, I guess. Whatever the best player available is. David Johnson. Looks like he's the best player available, possibly. So I'll just take him. All right, team player options. Mitchell Robinson and Chris Clemens. We're going to accept both of them, despite the fact that they're both salty and frustrated. Boo friggin' who. Qualifying offers. Talen Horton-Tucker. I definitely want to bring him back if I can. He's a nice little player to have. In terms of free agency, Kawhi Leonard would be a nice signing if we can, if he would want to come to this team with a player option, no trade clause, come to Virginia. It looks like he wants to go to the Grizzlies, which is interesting to say the least. So despite the fact that we can't get him, there's a few other guys that we could possibly sign or just save up the cap for something else. We could do that. But in terms of bird offers or bird rights, doesn't seem that we have, besides Tim Hardaway Jr. and Thon Maker, who doesn't want to sign back with the Storm. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I guess since Thon Maker is displeased, I'm just going to renounce his rights. Alfred Payton, I'd like to bring him back, possibly. Mike Conley has a trade exception, which we're going to just renounce the rights on. And we're going to have a lot of cap, per se. So Kawhi Leonard goes to the Grizzlies. And there's really no one here that kind of interests me that much, so I'm kind of just going to simulate. Look at my roster. So we have 3 point guards. I'm not going to sign a point guard. We do need a shooting guard. I'm probably just going to bring back Tim Hardaway Jr., get another small forward to back up, another backup power forward, and then get another center. So yeah, I'm just going to fill out the rest of the roster with some like really small players, and then I'll just have to wait till next offseason to do something big. All right, so in case you guys were curious to see who we've picked up, we picked up Terrence Davis instead of Tim Hardaway. We also got Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Willie Cauley-Stein, Jahlil Okafor still here. We picked up Furkan Korkmaz. We got Taylor Horton-Tucker back. Danny Green is on the team, and Patrick Patterson. So the team is decent. I'm actually curious to see if Taylor Horton-Tucker's overall goes up if I make him a small forward. It does, so I think I'm going to do that. Make him a small forward. And then just edit his thing so that he's a shooting guard as well. So I'm going to do that. And basically, the team, although it's not super duper great, it's decent enough to where, like, we might be able to surprise some people. But we always have the 2022 draft and free agency, so I am kind of saving up for that. I do have a couple guys on 2-year deals, so I could flip them. We also have a lot of young guys that I do need to re-sign. But if people aren't happy at the trade deadline, I'll just make some moves for some other more established players. And then if I need to clear cap, get more picks, I can do that. and then trade them for some good players, because I did see some interesting trades that could be made. So I'm going to see the deadline, see how we're doing, and I'll show you guys the stats, and we'll go from there. All right, so I myself am shocked. I didn't think we'd be this good. We are 40-14. That's really good. Cade Cunningham is arguably putting up a great, in like one of the best rookie seasons of all time, averaging like nearly, averaging 21.5, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steals a game. Pretty good efficiency. Precious also playing really, really well, which is nice to see. Terrence Davis doing his thing. Danny Avdija is doing his thing. Mitchell Robinson is not happy, so Emmanuel quickly is hurt. That's okay. And then Chris Clemens is salty, so I think I'm just going to trade Chris Clemens and Mitchell Robinson, see what I can get for them, just because I'm not going to be able to re-sign them anyway. I actually think I might want to do this deal with the Grizzlies. I know we're getting a lot worse by doing this deal. We do get a nice pick. It is top 5 protected, but it is a very valuable pick. We also get Grayson Allen back, who's going to be expiring. I guess he could be a nice backup shooting guard. We are going to be left without a starting center, so I actually think if there's a free agent center that I could sign, like a Noah Vonleh, for like the rest of the season, like I would do that just so that we have a center on the squad. I mean, we do have Willie Cauley-Stein, so I mean that's fine. And then just Okafor, but just to have like a third center would be nice to have on the team. So we're gonna do that. So now we have Cade Cunningham, Terrence Davis, Danny Avdija, Precious Achiuwa, and Willie Cauley-Stein, Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson, Furkan Korkmaz, Jill Okafor, Grayson Allen, and Talen Horton-Tucker. Getting minutes off the bench, so not too bad. Decent team. Nothing too special. But it could make us still be decent, and I'm happy about that. And I'm just gonna simulate the rest of the season, and I mean we basically have exceeded my expectations. So let's just simulate the rest of the season and how it goes. All right, Trae Young was the MVP. Cade Cunningham was on our team rookie of the year. He had a phenomenal season, putting up 22.5 points, 6.1 rebounds, 8.3 assists, 1.5 steals a game, shooting pretty much 48 from the field, a little 8 over 84 from the line, and then over 36 from 3, nearly 36.5. So a great season from him. Buddy Hield was 6th man of the year. Jonathan Isaac, defensive player of the year. Most improved, James Wiseman. And then Chester Hodges was our coach of the year. And then executive goes to Francis Bush, who was our executive. And it's funny that, like, if you look at our team, we definitely overperformed. There's no way that this team should be a number 1 seed, but somehow we are, and I guess I'm cool with that. No Virginia Storm on any of the All-NBA teams, but I will expect to see All-Rookie first team. We do have Cade Cunningham. That is not a surprise. We already saw his stats. All-Rookie second team, we have no one there. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats, though, before we do anything else. Cade Cunningham did his thing, so did Precious Achiuwa. Terrence Davis is hurt, as well as Danny Avdija, so that could be a little bit annoying, especially since I don't know when they got hurt, but hopefully they can come back healthy, and we're still doing really, really well. Furkan Korkmaz is doing really good, too. Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson had a good season. Jill Okafor had a good season. Emmanuel quickly did good. So, yeah, I mean, you guys can see the stats here. So, pretty much everyone doing their thing. It's kind of nice. But yeah, we're taking on Boston in the first round, which is kind of neat. But let me just switch my camera angle before we do that. All right, so taking on Boston in the first round. I just want to take a look at my coaching game plan just to fix up the minutes, as well as see what my system proficiency is with balanced, if that is our best, and it is. So we're going to keep it at balanced. So game 1 against Boston, let's see if we can end up winning game 1. We do. We win by 10 points, which is nice. They tie up the series at 1. Boston does have a talented team, so they could possibly upset us, but we are up 3-1, and we do end up advancing to the conference semifinals, which is nice. So we're taking on Orlando, the 4 seed, who, if you guys know about Orlando, you know that the simulation loves them, but they are down 2-0 right now, but that doesn't mean they can't win. 3-0 lead. Can we beat them in 4? We do sweep them, which is really, really nice. And we're taking on Atlanta in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, let's take a look at our country game plan. We do have Danny Avdija back. Furkan is hurt now, and Talen Horton-Tucker's hurt, but I think there was someone else that was hurt. I don't remember who it was. Terrence Mann. But I think he's back. Or Terrence Davis. Yeah. So, interestingly enough, Vancouver had an NBA team, and it was the Grizzlies, and they are both in the Western Conference Finals, which is kind of interesting. This would be interesting if we end up playing Vancouver, if of course we get out of the East, as Atlanta wins the first game. Game 2, Atlanta's up 2-0. Can they go up 3-0? No, we tie. We go 2-1. Can we go up? We're down 3-1. We're down 3-1 to Atlanta. Give lets minutes to David Johnson. So coach game plan. Do your thing, coach. All right, let's sim a simcast. Here we go. Quarter 1, we win. Quarter 2, we win. Quarter 3, they win. And all right, we're going to a game 6. Cade Cunningham had a good season, or a good game, I should say. Not a good season. All right, here we go. Game 6. Quarter 1, it was a tie. Quarter 2, Atlanta wins. Quarter 3, Atlanta wins. And it looks like we are going to get blown out in 6 games. So, Grizzlies and Hawks. Hawks win the finals. A dream matchup for the NBA, of course, in terms of marketing. But, yeah, Trae Young Finals MVP had a great finals. Wow. But we're going to do another off season of this, another season. And we're going to have a lot of cap, hopefully. So we're going to make some moves. And I'll see you guys once I make those moves. All right, well, we got screwed over by the draft lottery, but we do have a lot of picks. So we have pick 5, pick 16, and pick 31, which is our pick, I believe. And we do have some guys that we could possibly flip. I might look to maybe flip Furkan, Korkmaz, or maybe even Taven Horton-Tucker. We have a couple guys on team options as well, and people that are restricted, I believe. But I'm going to see if there's an offer for Furkan, Terrence Davis, and pick 5. So we could do this deal with the Spurs and get DeJounte Murray, who's a nice player to have. We do clear up some cap. We do get a good player, and we get pick 4. We also get rid of pick 5 and pick 31. So in theory, I think we're saving cap by doing this, because now we're only drafting 1 other player instead of 2. So I'm going to do this deal. And plus, DeJounte Murray, if anything, we need to flip him. We need to flip him. So I trade off that restriction of recently traded. So I think I'm going to do this deal with the Rockets. We get pick 10 and Christian Wood for pick 16, David Johnson, a future first-round pick in 2023 from the Jazz, a 2026 second-rounder, which is going to be relevant to us. I'm going to do that deal. Granted, we don't save cap by doing that deal, but we do get a nice power forward, and I could flip Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, pick 4 and pick 10. I'm not sure if Paul George is worth it. I keep getting Paul George in a lot of offers. Do I want Paul George? For pick 4, pick 10, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, I also get Moses Moody. Do I want to do that? I'm contemplating it, but then I feel like if I do that, then don't have cap space to sign KD. So, or even go after KD. So I might. It's a risk. It's a risk. I always flip Paul George. That's the thing. I can always flip him or keep him. But if I flip him, then I can't keep him. So I don't know. This is a risk. What would this put at our cap space? Yeah, we wouldn't have any cap if I do this deal. So I don't know if I'm gonna do this deal. Actually, we're gonna hold off on that for now. I'm just gonna see what our coach picks for pick 4 and 10, and if I need to flip any of the guys, I will. Carlos Soto and Val Milton Carlos, actually 2 really good rookies, so if we need to flip them, we can. Team player options: Precious Achiuwa and Danny Avdija and Emmanuel Quigley. We're gonna accept all of them. And then qualifying offers. Grayson Allen's the only one, actually, so there's really no one. I don't even want to extend it to him. Care less. Luka Doncic is here. We don't have much money, or we don't have enough money, I should say, to really sign anybody. Jahlil Okafor is our only free agent, which we could easily get him back, possibly. So we are a bit short on cash, but I would like to get a KD, Harden, or Curry. One of those guys would be fantastic to have on the squad, so I'm going to have to look to make a move here. So I could do this deal with the Jazz. We can get Gabriel Brooks, who was just drafted, and Thon Maker back for Christian Wood, DeJounte Murray, who we just traded for, and Christian Wood, who also just traded for, and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. This does clear up a lot of cap, and we do get some nice young guys back, so I think I'm going to do this deal. If anything, I can always bring back Jahlil Okafor and Grayson Allen if I have to, or just someone else. Yeah, because I really want a chance at getting a Kevin Durant. So if I can get KD, that'd be great. What are his offers right now? Lakers. Ooh, KD. You want to team up with LeBron and Anthony Davis? First off, how can they afford him? How can they even afford KD? That's impossible. There's no way. Surely not. Alright, he's going to come to the Storm. I was about to say, there's no way. So we can get Kevin Durant. That'd be incredible. I'm also going to offer Harden and Stephen Curry, and we can see if we can pick from the three or whatever. So I'll throw them max offers as well with no trade clause and see, you know, who would I rather have. James Harden would like to come here. That'd be kind of cool if I can get both KD and Harden somehow, some way. That'd be incredible. Or Curry. I can get all of them. That'd be incredible, but there's no way I can get all of them. But we do not get Curry, but we do get Harden and Durant. If there is a way that I can get KD and Harden, that would be incredible, but I don't think there is a way. I'm at 3.99 million. The only way I could physically do that is if I trade my entire team. Like, I could trade Thon Maker and Taylor Horton-Tucker, but that's not going to free up much cap. Right? That's only going to free up, like, 18. And there's really nothing here that's, like, that enticing. I mean, I could do this with the Rockets. Get 2 picks. But that still doesn't put us at enough cap. So I'm not really sure if I want to do that. It's tempting. It is tempting. We get 2 picks. I think I'm going to do this. You know what? Let's take a risk and go for it. So I'm going to do this deal with the Rockets. We're going to trade 2 picks. We're going to get for 2 picks. Honestly, I think it might be worth it as well. Because if I do another season, they could be used as trade bait. Right? We'll do that. We're going to do it. I already did it. There's no going back. Now, I can't sign Harden. So, even if I wanted to, I can't sign him. But I can sign KD. And I think I'm going to do that. And it looks like Harden wants to go to the Wizards. So, well, he could also go to the Lakers, which would be very, that would make things very, very interesting. Very, very awkward. So I think I'm going to do that. We're also probably going to get Okafor back, which would be nice. Actually, I am curious to see where Harden ended up going. Yeah, he went to the Wizards. That's just so stupid that he went there. But I don't know if there are any other guys I could really realistically offer. I mean, Josh Richardson would be a nice player to have on the team. Drew Holiday for $13 million. We could do that for 2 years. Or a team option. Like, he might accept that. Oh, nope, never mind. He went to the Pacers. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to fill out the rest of the roster. I'll see you guys at the start of next season. All right, so let's take a look at what we've got going here. So in terms of coach game plan, we've got Cade Cunningham, Val Milton, Carlos, Kevin Durant, Precious Achiuwa, and Gabriel Brooks. So the team's looking really good. Starting lineup's actually decent. Bench is not too bad with Danny Avdija, Carl Soto, Aaron Holiday, Derek Favors, and Emmanuel Quigley all getting minutes, which is good. Those are the guys that I really want the minutes to go to. So I I think we'll look decent. I don't know how good we'll be, but we also do have a decent amount of picks this year, and I'm going to try to see what the 2022 draft looks like, because I've never really done it. So we have the Rockets and Jazz pick, and the Rockets are probably going to be terrible. The Jazz are, I don't know how good the Jazz are going to be or not, but I'm actually just curious to see like what I could even get with these guys, like if it's even worth it. If I just do a trade like this. I mean, Kevin Porter would be nice for Quinn Cook and a swap, but I don't even think we need to do that. So I'm probably just going to wait. Imagine I traded like these. What could I get if I did Precious for some reason? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking here. Unless I find a groundbreaking trade, I'm not going to make anything. Or maybe at the deadline I'll make something. But I'm going to simulate to the deadline, and I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, we're 40-14 at the trade deadline. Number 1 team in the East. So we are doing really, really well. KD is having a nice season. Well, his numbers are down, but he's, doing his thing. 50, 40, 90. Yeah, so he's having a 50, 40, 90. His minutes are down, but that's fine. Cade Cunningham is also playing really, really well, as well as Precious, so they're doing nice. Carlos Soto's doing good. Valentine Carlos, Gabriel Brooks. So we've got, 8 guys averaging double figures? Or 7 guys? So that's pretty good, which is nice to see. So everyone else, for the most part, seems pretty happy on the team, which is nice. So yeah, we're 40-14. I am curious to see what the values of these picks are. Not mine, but like the Rockets and the Jazz. I'm just curious to see. One of these picks is really, really good. Holy cow. So, RJ Barrett. Could get RJ Barrett on the team. That might be worth it. Anthony Edwards on the team. RJ Barrett, what is he averaging? And we get a 2024 pick. That seems higher value. And 10-7-3. I think I'm going to do this deal with the Knicks. I am curious to see like how good these prospects are, but I am going to do this deal with the Knicks. I want to win it this year, so I'm going to do this deal with the Knicks. I want to win it this year. So RJ Barrett now is our starting small shooting guard. So yeah, I mean honestly the team is really, really good. So, I'm going to actually simulate to the rest of the season. I'll see you guys once we're there. All right, Giannis was the MVP. Tyler Kelly, Rookie of the Year. Jabari Parker, Sixth Man of the Year. Defense player goes to Giannis. Most Improved, Nicholas Claxton. And then Chester Hodges, our Coach of the Year. So we won 63-19 with the number 1 seed in the league. And Francis Bush was the Executive of the Year. So that's nice to see as well. See our All-NBA teams. Will we have any Virginia Storm on here? I doubt it, just because of the way things work. And then, yeah, no, nothing here as well. Gabriel Brooks is going to make all-rookie first team, as well as Carlos Soto. For a rookie, 11-9 is pretty good. Pretty good stuff from Gabriel Brooks. You love to see it. And Carlos Soto, also 12 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 2.8 assists. Not too bad from him. But other than that, no one else is on the squad, which is fine. No Big E. Let's take a look at the rest of our stats here. Okay, so RJ Barrett, yeah, it was actually our leading scorer, which is kind of funny. KD was the next leading scorer. Then we got Cade Cunningham, Precious Achiuwa. So 4 guys averaging above 15. You love to see it. 8 guys averaging double figures, which is nice to see. And really no major injuries. I mean, Val Milton Carlos has a broken finger, which he could play through, albeit hurt. But we are the number 1 seed, and we're taking on the 8-seed Heat. And if we take a look at the standings, we were the best team in the NBA. So, let's simulate. Game 1 against the Heat, we beat them by 23 points. Let's beat them in Game 2. Nope, they beat us in Game 2. It's 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? Let's beat them in 5. There we go. We beat them in 5. Taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the second round of the semifinal playoffs. Game 1, we beat them by 13. Can we beat them in Game 2? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in Game 3? Yes, we can. Let's sweep them. Nope. Okay, they got a game on us. They got 2 games on us. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, if we blew a 3-0 lead, I would have been annoyed. Taking on the Orlando Magic, 2K's favorite team of all time. Literally their favorite team. So, Game 1 against the Magic, we beat them by 21. Game 2, we're up 2-0 on them. We beat them by 22. They got a game on us. They got Game 3. We got Game 4. Can we get Game 5 and go to the NBA Finals? Yes, we can. And we are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in the NBA Finals. Second year they're making it in a row, I believe, because they lost last year to the Atlanta Hawks. Will they lose to us? Well, Game 1, we beat them by 29. Let's beat them in Game 2. We're up 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? Yes, we can. And we are going to sweep the NBA Finals and win. Virginia Storm win the championship. And Kevin Durant is your Finals MVP. This is an incredible video. I loved this. This was fun. Guys, if you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Comment down below some more future movement ideas. Like I said, I'm going to do this now. The same exact video, except instead of an Eastern Conference team, we're going to do a Western Conference team. So that should be kind of fun. So make sure you are subscribed. That way you get that in your subscription box once it comes out. But hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And I'll see you all soon. Peace.